So after roll that slab, this thick finger is about quarter of an inch. And I'm gonna apply the texture to the surface first. And then you wanna make sure that clay is sticking onto this template. So what I do is brush some water, right? Make it wet, and then reserve a part for base. Make sure it stick. Apply a bit pressure. Okay. Reserve that part for the bottom. Alright, so this will be for the bottom. Alright, again, slightly overlapping here, right? Overlapping. And you can open up this part here. Open up a bit. And this part here, you open up. You can have something smaller to support. Right, support it. The joint could be overlapping, or it could be like we did, 45 degrees, and with a little bit support on the inside.
So if you were going to do 45 degrees, do you leave a bit extra?
Yeah. If you want to do 45 degrees, and then when you cut it, you want to have a little bit extra here, so you have more room to do that. Okay.
Cut, like don't cut. If you're going to do the 45,
Yeah.
leave a tail.
So this one is it's overlapping. So I just have about quarter inch additional overlapping, and then when you use a roller to roll it, a little bit support there, so that you don't have too much clay on the overlapping part. Here, you could have this one supported it.
She's looking for the.
Right, and then I pound it on the table so that the base will be flat. Okay, that's good. And then if you want to disguise it, usually you could put a handle here, right? So handle will disguise your seam line. So you don't need to worry about too much. If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna put the texture pack on it, make sure you do put a support, right? You put a support there, and then you do that to roll it. Just a little bit, put some texture there. Right, so yep, it's fine, right? Yeah. But here you might want to make sure this part here you don't have line. Yeah. But if you want to have a line there, that's fine because it's hand built. So sometimes leave some trace, some working process. And yeah, so I wouldn't worry about too much having the line there. You can open up this here. Basically just for forming. But when you're picking it up, make sure that it's nice, especially the base before you attach it. Make sure you have a nice perfect circle here. And make sure this part here is flat. So you just lightly pound it on the table. Right, and then just like we did our project, right? And then attach it. And make sure you
You don't leave this a little bigger, like the base?
You could, yeah, if you wanted to, you can leave it a slightly bigger. But I'm just going to know where is our pole slip and the pressure, SSP, right?
Okay.
I didn't cut it all the way through. You can cut it all the way through later. You don't have to do it now. But you want to know where is the joint, right? So you just use that to trace it. Make sure it is perfect circle before you press firmer. And slightly pick it up and drop it on the table. Use the gravity to form it as a pressure. Right? That's how to form your cup. And then for the handle, right? Handle, you could use you attach the handle later, but let me show you how to do the handle. If your hand is not quite even, or you won't be able to roll it evenly, there's a technique. Okay, and then you make it flat, slightly. Okay, if you don't want to put any texture, you could just do this. Okay, for one side, and you can roll the other side.
That's just to smooth the edges.
Smooth the edges and also push it so it's not as thick.
Yeah.
My personal preference is that the edge is slightly smaller than the middle section. So when I'm rolling, you see that? I'm rolling it this way. More pressure down, so that edge is thinner. Right?
And you have to make sure your hand fits.
Well, usually the rule of thumb is for this size of mug, 2 fingers to go through easily. Could be 3 fingers. You don't need to have all your fingers unless your cup is very big, then you need to use 4 fingers. But 2 fingers should be strong enough to hold the cup. So you can put the texture on the handle. Okay. You can just let it sit.
That's it.
Let it sit until you firm up a bit, and then you attach it.
And can you demonstrate attaching?
Yeah, I will do the demonstration attaching it later. Okay. Alright, so the handle is sitting there for more than 45 minutes. And it's firming up. Now I'm going to attach to it. Just find the ugly side or maybe the similar here. It's a good place for your handle. Right. You cut a slightly curve to follow the curve of your mug.
So it was a complete circle?
Well, the clay is soft, so it doesn't need to be exact. It's slightly curved. And again, score here too, right? This is where you're going to attach it. And actually, for making the mug, I personally prefer using my fingernail to kind of knock it, tap it, to make it open a little bit wider, get it open up. And the reason I'm doing so is when you open up, you have more surface area attaching together, so it'll be stronger. And also, additional clay, see that the little additional clay, it's good for you to blend them together. Okay. So make it slightly bigger. And slip. If you don't slip, use toothbrush. Just make the slip right on the spot. Okay. Put your hand behind it inside, a little bit support, and then slightly squeeze the handle. And remember, pressure is important, so you want to squeeze it, make sure it is attaching it. Okay, so that is attached. And now we need to decide how big for the opening. And normally, I personally prefer 2 fingers, right? 2 fingers to be able to go inside more freely. So that is a good space for 2 fingers. And that is probably good, okay? And then this will be the spot that I'm joined. Again, edge, a little bit slip, right? And then put your hand behind it. Make sure this is straight, right? So this is a little bit off. Move it to the right. Before you compress it firmer, do the adjustment and see if that is good. Right. That looks good. And then you just cut the excessive clay off the bottom. Before you compress it firmer, you could get a drip of water there right by the corner. Okay. Put your hand behind it, both hands compressed it. Okay, so that is how you attach your handle. Get everything right. You see that I clean up all my rim and get it level, and then you attach your handle the left. All right.